My name is Kevin Flynn, I'm 19 years old and I'm going to tell you about the different aspects that have influenced me into what I am today. I'm sorry about the phone at the drone. I do look a bit like Beavis and Butthead, but it's grand, Right, the first one and probably the most influential part is obvious enough, it's my parents. My dad is a farmer and has been since God knows when. And my mother is probably one of the reasons why most of my brothers and sister got into the different varieties of care. My two brothers are currently in the Brothers Charity in Galway, and my sister is currently doing family sport. So yeah, and my mother was a foster care for many years. I grew up with a foster brother who was severely autistic. And I just wanted to work with people like him, so that did influence me into social care. Another big part of my life has been sport, and in particular rugby. People do wonder, well, why is it so influential? How does it make it into what you are today? I just think it's because when you're in sport, and in particular rugby, you do have to be built, you have to suit the part. And when you say being in rugby, you do have to be fairly built. So gym is a big part, keeping your fitness up is another part. And this sort of motivation, it does go into your workplace because, you can do anything with this sort of motivation. Religion is another big part. Growing up in a traditional Irish house, it is pretty much bred into us. So that's my third reason. My fourth reason is social media. I got into Facebook about 3-4 years ago when my two brothers were abroad. One was in New Zealand and the other one was in Australia. Facebook was the biggest one I used. But when you're on Facebook, you're not just going to chat to your friend or chat to your family members, you're just going to chat to your friends as well because they're all on it at the time. So yeah, it does influence your language a lot, and I thought, well, that's my opinion anyhow. Last but not least, it is our cultural way of life. Irish are known worldwide for being fond of alcohol and just having general crack. It's not something that we're influenced into do, but it's just like instinct to us. We're just expected to use alcohol, say, when we're 18 or 19. And significant events would be Paddy's Day. Some people think it'd be just part of going out on Saturday night, drinking maybe all day, all night sort of a job. But a lot of people do think it's just the day of worship. You need to appreciate the day. And me myself, I think it's just the best of both worlds. I do the bit of mass, the bit of all this. The next thing, just go out, have a bit of crack. So they're the 5 parts that influenced me in my life. I hope you enjoyed the video.